One of the hardest things is figuring out the difference between action and words. That's what this video is going to be about today. So this should all be simple. This should be cakewalk. Actions, are they following what they're saying? Easy. Look at it. They say one thing. Are their actions congruent with what they're saying? But the crazy part about this is the hardest freaking thing in the world to really understand. So many people have a hard time with this, and you get caught up in wanting to believe the reality that you want to believe in your mind. Not what's really happening, but what you think should be happening, or what you hope to be happening, or what you hope that the situation, once you extrapolate it out, what it actually means. Actions and words. How many times have you been caught up in a situation where somebody is showing you by their actions that you do not mean anything to them? I was going to say, I can't remember what the term I was going to put, like rat's ass to them. But at the same time, they'll turn around and they'll say things like, oh, you're so important. Oh, I care about you so much. The actions don't line up. I'll change. The actions don't line up. I won't do it again. The actions don't line up. You have to look at what is really happening and contrast that with what you hope is happening. Now, let me be clear. Let me be completely honest and transparent. This is tough. I was in a relationship for 2 decades. 22 years is when everything really fell apart. And I refused to follow this simple thing. Well, there's more to it to that, but that'll be a content for other videos. But just in the example of is what the person is saying following with what they're doing. If you are struggling with this, don't beat yourself up, because this is one of the hardest concepts for someone to figure out, to make their peace with, than probably anything else. You invest in a relationship with a person. You dedicate your energy, your heart, your soul to the person. And they tramps all over it, but you don't want to believe it. You don't want to believe that the investment that you've made, that the team you've picked, the side that you're on is not the right one. You don't want to accept that. And again, you go back and you struggle with what you want to believe. You want to believe that this relationship isn't toxic, that this friendship is really supportive, and you make excuses. Here's the thing. If you find yourself saying, yeah, but, that's a big red flag on there being a problem. And you need to roll this back to actions and words. Now, I'm not saying that you need to make a decision immediately when something doesn't line up. It's so easy to get caught up in the chaos in this, thinking that you have to make a decision today. You have to do something today, this minute. There's no time to waste. Give yourself time to figure out what the hell's going on. Slow yourself down a little bit and make rational, reasonable, well thought out decisions on how you're going to progress with your life based on reality. And if you're ever questioning whether something's right or wrong, if you're looking at your relationship and you're going, this just doesn't feel right, something's just not right. Simple thing. Are the actions lining up? Well, 2 things. Are the actions lining up with what the person's saying? Or are the actions lining up with what you want it to be? For instance, if you're like, this person loves me, and then you start looking at it and you say, well, wait a minute. Everything that they're doing demonstrates the entire opposite. To be perfectly honest, in my situation, I probably had 6, 7, maybe 9 good years. Not good years. What I mean is 9 years of that being just right in my eye, like rubbed in my face. Let's screw turn the screws to prove the point. And I didn't want to believe it. Actions and words following up with, are they the same? Are they lining up? Are they reinforcing each other? If they're not, you have a serious problem.